Yo, what's up, everybody? We're back. Replicon Radio, repliconradio.com. We have another exclusive Replicon interview for you. Today we have Mr. Robin Pront, the director of the upcoming film The Silencing. Also, make sure you guys check out our movie review of the same movie, which should be available now as well. And if you don't already, subscribe to the channel on youtube.com/repliconradio for more exclusives, to listen to our weekly episodes, food reviews, and much, much more content. And also find everything at repliconradio.com. So let's go ahead and jump on in that interview.
Okay, Robin, I now have you on the line with Paul at Replicon Radio.
Great.
Hey, how you doing, Robin?
Hey, man. I'm good.
Awesome. Well, thank you for taking the time to hang out with us today and talk a little bit about The Silencing and yourself.
Great. Let's go.
Absolutely. Well, first of all, man, we like to get to know people a little bit. Try to let the audience, know where you're coming from, and things like that. So, like, obviously, you're pretty new to the directing game, but you came out with a bang. Like, how did you originally get started? With your love of movies.
Yeah. So I'm Robin, and my father, he was a truck driver back in the day when the music and film companies were doing good. So he brought home a lot of movies because he brought videotapes to one place to another, and that's how I started getting into movies and saw a lot of movies. First, I saw some questionable movies like Masters of the Universe and all that stuff for like 80 times.
Yes.
And then I started picking up on the other stuff. And then I started seeing, I think the first movie that really impacted me was Casino by Scorsese, and that's how I really fell in love with, the visceral power of movies, and that's how I kind of rolled into it. And I suck at everything else, so I just thought movie directing would be kind of a good gig for me. So that's how I rolled into it. And then I did a movie called The Art. Yeah. Great. Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
And then I did a movie called The Ardennes, which was kind of a big hit in Belgium, and it was the Oscar submission for Belgium, and that's how I got picked up. And then I signed with an agency in the U.S., and that's how I got to directing The Silence.
That's awesome. So from the success of the Ardennes is kind of how everything kind of started rolling for you, and that was done.
Yeah.
You that was kind of like a long process too, right? With you and a gentleman you met in film school, kind of working together for like a really long time on that one, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it was the guy. So I did 2 short films in film school, and the actor became a really good personal friend of mine. He wrote this play, which I wanted to turn into a movie, and that's how we got to working together and started writing on that script. And he's also the actor in The Ardennes, the main actor.
That's super awesome. It's just crazy how all that worked out. And then, like, your first actual short film you did, Plan B, that one even won awards, right? Like, your very first intro into the business.
Yeah. It was crazy because I did that when I was still in film school. So I won all these awards for financing for my next short film. So everybody had to struggle in film school with their own short film. Like, they had to ask their parents for money, and I was the one with $20,000 to make a short film. So I shot my movie on film.
That's awesome, man.
That's good.
Yeah, that's huge.
Yeah.
So just straight out the gate. So technically, Ardennes came out 4 years ago, which is your first feature film. So you've been a director for 4 years.
Yeah.
I guess professionally, and now this is the second film, right? The Silencing.
Yeah.
So how did this project come in your lap? Because obviously you were in love with the story and helped kind of write it to film from his adaptation. How did this one fall in your lap, and why did you sign on to do The Silencing?
Because I read the script, and it was one of those scripts that really got to me, and just the idea. It was what I liked about this was just the morally ambiguous characters, that it's not good guy versus bad guy. And it's just, I liked all these kind of crime dramas. And it was sent to me through a producer friend of mine. And then he brought me in contact with the producer of the film, Sybil, and that's how we got to talking. And Nikolai was already attached to the film, so he had to cast me instead of I had to cast him. So that's we had some conversations, and that's how everything started rolling.
That's awesome. Yeah, it's a super. For anybody that wants to go check it out, obviously we want you to see it. It's super intense, like I guess what they call it, like a cat and mouse type of game. Like, it's really unfortunate. I just watched it. I'm getting ready to go on a camping trip, so I'm actually going to be frightened all weekend long. So thank you for that one.
Cool.
But yeah, I love the sense of there's always like a sense of dread and fear, and I love the way that you directed that. I always feel like I'm standing there, but I'm also afraid at the same time.
Yeah, that was the goal, to create this cold, bleak place where there's no comfort in the city or outside the city in the forest. It's just a very dark place. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%, man, definitely. So, and this has been out exclusively on DirecTV, but it's coming to, I guess, select theaters if some that are open, and then on digital August 14th. So everybody can get it on video on demand if you don't have a safe theater in your neighborhood. So it's going to be available everywhere. That's huge, man. Congratulations on that. Hopefully this one wins a ton of awards if it hasn't already. One thing, we usually have a lot of musicians and things on the show, and we talk about music a lot. I don't know if you're a big music fan, but we usually ask, like, if there's 3 records, or even if I'll let you do 3 movies. So 3 records or 3 movies that either just inspired you, like as a person, as a director, or just you just could not live without. What would they be?
Alice in Chains, the Unplugged album.
Awesome.
And then I think I would have to say Ride the Lightning by Metallica, and then also Kanye West's My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
Hey, there you go. Awesome. Well, there you go. If you guys didn't know, Robin actually definitely has a dark side, and it's probably where that sense of dread in these movies come from. So that's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
So obviously the Silent Scene is out August 14th for everyone to go and enjoy. Do you do social media or anything, like a website or anything where people can keep in contact you so they can follow what's next on your journey since you've only just begun?
Yeah, maybe I should start doing that, but I canceled all my social media 2 years ago because I was doing too much scrolling on my phone. But maybe I'll start doing Instagram soon again, and then it's just at Robin Pront. But
there you go.
You won't find me right now, but maybe in a couple of weeks.
Hey, that's not it's not bad to be off of there. Maybe hire somebody else just to promote your stuff, man. So yeah, well, I definitely look forward. I mean, off with a bang, straight to the races, right out the gate. Congratulations on all your success thus far. The Silent Scene is going to be available August 14th. And I guess one more time, what do you want people to get from this movie? What's a good, for people that are on the fence whether they want to see it or not? What do you think is the big thing behind it?
I think the most. I don't want to tell people what they need to take away from this movie, but I just want them to have a good time. Have 93 minutes well spent, go have someone to talk about when they get home, and I'm just happy that movies are getting out there again, with everything that's happened, and so I think that's the most important thing for me. The machine gets to work again.
Absolutely, yeah. Like I said, I can't wait to see what else you have. Definitely go check out the Silent Scene, and once I don't want to give spoilers to anybody clearly, but once you get to the point, you're gonna be like, fuck yeah! Like it's very vindicating at some point in the film. And while you're at it, go check out the Ardeen's, which is what I guess you would call it, like a love triangle between 2 brothers, and then madness
like
ensues.
Yeah, kind of like every love triangle.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to stay out of those, man. Well, I appreciate you taking the time to hang out with us again, man. Looking forward to seeing what's next from you.
All right,
everybody
cool.
Go see the Silent Scene. All right, man. Well, appreciate you. Thank you.
All right, man. Thanks.
All right, have a good one. Peace.
Thank you. Bye.
And there you have it. Robin Pront, short and sweet. Make sure you guys check out our Replicon review of the movie The Silencing, also on our YouTube channel. Hashtag.